достапни за сите граѓани. Ова е заедничка активност на Министерството за животна средина и просторно планирање, предводено од министерот Изет Меджити, вице-премиер, и Министерството за енергетика, рударство и минерални суровини, предводено од министерката Сања Божиновска, за заедничка поддршка на првиот проект за 100% електричен каршеринг во Скопје. Станува збор за целосно приватна инвестиција од страна на компанијата Аванткарт од Словенија, инвестиција од која државата и граѓаните ќе имаат бенефит. Токму затоа и министрите Меджити и Божиновска денес ќе потпишат писмо на намери за поддршка за имплементација на овој проект. Денес со нас се и градоначалниците и представници на општините Аеродром Чаир и Газибаба, општини каде ќе се поставуваат првата инфраструктура за реализација на овој проект. Ве поздравувам. Të nderuar, sot jemi në sallën solemne të qeverisë për shkak të një projekti me perspektivë, një nisme e cila do të kontribuojë ajrit, uljen e ngarkesave në komunikacion dhe zhvillimin e zgjidhjeve moderne të transportit që janë më efikasitet energjetik dhe të qasshme për të gjithë qytetarët. Ky është një aktivitet i përbashkët i Ministrisë së Mjedisit Jetësor dhe Planifikimit Hapësinor, të udhëhequr nga zëvendës kryeministri i parë dhe ministër Izet Medjiti dhe i Ministrisë Energjetikës, Minierave dhe Burimeve Minerale, të udhëhequr nga ministrja Sanja Bozhinovska, për mbështetjen e përbashkët të projektit të parë për 100% të car sharing elektrik në Shkup. Bëhet fjalë për investim tërësisht privat nga ana e kompanisë Avantcard nga Slovenia, investim nga i cili shteti dhe qytetarët do të kenë benefit. Pikërisht për këtë arsye dhe ministrat Medjiti dhe Bozhinovska sot do të nënshkruajnë letrën e qëllimit për të mbështetur implementimin e këtij projekti. Sot me ne janë edhe kryetarët dhe përfaqësuesit e komunave të aerodromit, Çajirit dhe Gazibabës, komuna ku do të vendoset infrastruktura e parë lidhur me këtë projekt.
Now, I will first invite the Minister of Energy, Mining and Minerals, Madam Sanja Bozhinovska, to take the floor. Good day, everyone. Distinguished Deputy Prime Minister Medjiti, distinguished Mr. Matejčir, distinguished representatives of the media. Any initiative that contributes to changing the present for the better is welcome. As a government, we intend to overcome the challenges. Traffic congestion, air pollution, and fossil fuel are not something that we should adapt to, but we must change and we must create a cleaner and more sustainable future. This agreement is a partnership built on innovations, actions, and mutual trust that the public institution and the private companies can achieve together excellent results. Avantcar has already demonstrated the transformative potential of its projects in cities across Europe. In Ljubljana, Dubrovnik, Zagreb, Vienna, their system for car sharing has significantly reduced the traffic jams, the congestions, and the quality of the air. Their fueling infrastructure with renewable resources is an example for green sustainability. Our role is quite clear, creating an infrastructure supporting initiatives and using the power of renewable energy resources. This car sharing system is not only a modern way of transport, but it's a proof of our ambition to harmonize technology with sustainability. The chargers will use 100% green power plant, and they're not only a step in the right direction, but it is a leap forward in achieving our energy transition. However, this does not concern only technology or infrastructure. It is about people. It is about providing cleaner air, managing traffic chaos, and enabling modern, efficient, and accessible transport for all. It is about improving every life of every citizen in Skopje to ensure that the progress we envision is what they in fact experience. With initiatives like this, we send a clear message. Macedonia is a country that values its future and takes action to secure it. We are showing the private sector that this is a place where innovation succeed and investments bring lasting results. I would like to take this opportunity to thank our partners from Avantcar for their trust and their commitment to this vision. I would also like to express my appreciation to the mayors of Aerodrom Gazibaba and Chair, and of course Minister Medjiti, whose support was crucial for the realization of this initiative. Together, we proved that when determination meets collaboration, nothing is impossible. Today, we are not only speaking of change, but we are living it. The future of Skopje is green, efficient, and bright, and it starts now. Thank you. Thank you, Minister. The project for improvement of the quality of air and reducing CO2 emissions. This is a very important project, and that is why I would like to give the floor to the first Deputy Prime Minister, Mr. Izzet Medjiti. I would like to welcome Minister Božinovska first. Of course, the mayors of the pilot projects where this project should start. The mayors from Aerodrom, from Chair and Gazibaba. Skopje is a beautiful city, but in order to deserve its future, we must do something to restore what we have lost: clean air, healthy life, and green perspectives. Every change begins with the question, what are we leaving behind? Today we are starting something that we hope will bring us cleaner streets, healthier citizens, and a brighter future for Skopje. The signing of the letter of intent to support the electric car sharing system represents a concrete and visible action to solve one of the most pressing challenges we face, and that is, of course, the polluted air. This is an opportunity towards a healthier and more environmentally friendly Skopje, to enable Skopje to be a city that cares for its citizens. Our city has been facing the consequences of urban pollution for a long time. Therefore, the goal is to directly influence and reduce CO2 emission and pollution. This is our priority as a ministry. The citizens will have the opportunity for more economical transport without compromising the environment, and we will continue with our mission for a green and sustainable future for all. As the Ministry of Environment, our task is to support such innovative solutions that have a direct and positive effect on the environment. This project is a proof that it is possible to create healthier urban environments through public support and private initiative. We believe that the electric car sharing system will be a model for other cities in the country. With it, we will reduce traffic congestion and make a concrete contribution to the fight against pollution. Our role as a ministry is to create conditions for such initiatives to succeed, but the real change comes from the citizens. This is a call to accept responsibility for our environment and to show that we can make a difference. I am grateful to my colleagues from the Ministry of Energy and the Minister Božinovska for the partnership, and of course to the company Avantcar for their initiative. I believe that this cooperation will be an example of how together we can build a future in which every resident of Skopje will breathe cleaner air. Thank you.
Božinovska, господинот Матеј Чер на компанијата Аванкар, градоначалниците од Газибава Аеродром и председателот на советот на општина Чаир како пилот општини кај што се спроведува проектот. Почитувани, Скопје е прекрасен град, но за да ја заслужи својата иднина мора да направиме нешто за да го вратиме она што го изгубивме: чист воздух, здрав живот и зелени перспективи. Секоја промена започнува со прашањето што оставаме за себе. Денес започнуваме нешто што се надевам ќе остави почисти улици, поздрави граѓани и светла иднина за Скопје. Потпишувањето на писмото на намери за поддршка на електричниот кар шеринг систем представува конкретна и видлива акција за решавање на еден од најгорливите предизвици со кои се соочуваме загадениот воздух. Ова е можност кон поздраво и поеколошко Скопје да возможиме Скопје да е град кој се грижи за своите граѓани. Нашиот град долго време се соочува со последиците од урбаното загадување. Затоа, целта на овој начин директно да влијаеме и да ги намалиме емисиите на CO2 и загадувањето, што е наш приоритет како министерство. Граѓаните ќе имаат можност за поекономичен транспорт без компромиси за животна средина, а ние продолжуваме со нашата мисија за зелена и одржлива иднина за сите. Како Министерство за животна средина, нашата задача е да ги поддржиме ваквите иновативни решенија кои имаат директен и позитивен ефект врз животната средина. Овој проект е доказ дека е можно преку јавна поддршка и приватна иницијатива да создадеме поздрави урбани средини. Веруваме дека електричниот каршеринг систем ќе биде модел за другите градови во земјата. Со него ќе го намалиме сообраќајниот метеж и ќе дадеме конкретен придонес во борбата против закадувањето. Нашата улога како Министерство е да создадеме услови за вакви иницијативи да успеат, но вистинската промена доаѓа од граѓаните. Ова е повик да ја прифатиме одговорноста за нашата животна средина и да покажеме дека можеме да направиме разлика. Благодарен сум на моите колеги од Министерство за енергетика и министерката Божиновска за партнерството и на компанијата Аванткар за нивната иницијатива. Верувам дека оваа соработка ќе биде пример како заедно можеме да изградиме иднина во која секој жител на Скопје ќе дише почист воздух. Сигурно во говорот и во презентацијата ќе ги покаже.
I'm sure that the presentation will show the effect that this has on the cities, especially since such an electric car replaces 10 normal vehicles, and also it will show how the number of cars used per families in Ljubljana is reduced. There is a great percentage of people who decided to abandon their third or their second car, and some of the families decided not to use a family car at all. So, thank you. Avantcar Macedonia will be part of the Avantcar Group, which is one of the leading providers of mobility as a service in Slovenia, Croatia, Austria, and now in our country, Macedonia.
Avantcar, e cila është ndërofruesit kryesor të mobilitetit si shërbim në Sloveni, Kroaci, Austri dhe tani edhe në vendin tonë në Maqedoni. Mu davam zbor sega i na Matej Qer od grup.
Now I would like to give the floor to Matej Qer from the Avantcar Group.
Of Energy and Environment, dear all guests, dobar dan. Already for a few years we are working on idea to push the project of electric car sharing in Skopje and wider Macedonia, and we are happy and thankful for open hands from both ministers, and as well we would like to thank to the mayors of the aerodrome Gazi Baba and Chair, which are supporting us with the pilot projects, so we can show all the benefits of this car sharing sustainable mobility project to other citizens, and hopefully motivate other municipalities to join this story. So company Avantcar is already on the market more than 20 years. We are operating in Slovenia, Croatia, Austria, and now Macedonia. We started 12 years ago as a European pioneer with electric mobility and all activities around that, and today we have more than 1,000 pure electric cars in our fleet, what means per capita probably we are the biggest in the world as a company. With the car sharing project, with the pilot, we started 2016 in Ljubljana successfully, and today car sharing in Ljubljana is part of the public transport, which is used by all the layers of community, from government, companies, and all residential people, and we can say that there are already lots of benefits we can prove, from pollution, which is much lower because of using these cars. Many parking slots are available which were used before this project, and at the end lots of benefits and savings for citizens and the companies which are selling their cars they really don't need. So many families sold their second or third cars, even first, because the solution enabled them to to use mobility in simple and efficient way, and that motivate us that we, after these pilot projects, for sure developed the idea further into new countries. At the moment, among several cities in Slovenia, we are providing this mobility service in Croatia, in Zagreb, Dubrovnik, in Austria, and hopefully soon citizens of Skopje will be able to experience and get all the benefits out of this story. Thank you for now.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. Сега би ве замолила да пристапиме кон...
Now I would like to invite you to signing the letter of intentions. Minister Božinovska Medžiti and the representative of Avantgar in our country will sign the letter of intentions.
Limeve na shkrues janë ministrat Božinovska dhe Medžiti dhe përfaqësuesi i Avantgar në Maqedoninë e Veriut Martin Milevski. Сега мислам дека би било во ред.
Now I think that it would be good to mark this start of cooperation with a family photo.
Јукта нашкримене кати проекти, нашкруесит кту дот ангритена кам да додавам ние фотографии да те пребашкат. Ветам. Благодарам многу, можете по...
Thank you very much. You can take your seats. We will continue with the presentation of the project by introducing an implementation of the car sharing system, 100% electric cars under the brand Avant in Croatia, Austria, and Slovenia. This project is to widely spread the electric mobility and the infrastructure for electrical vehicles. stimulating sharing of electric vehicles.
Zbatimin dhe implementimin e sistemit për ndarjen e makinave me 100% vetura elektrike me emrin e brendit Avantugo në Sloveni, Kroaci dhe Austri, kompania vepron si një pionere për zbatimin e gjerë të mobilitetit elektrik dhe zbatimin e infrastrukturës së automjeteve elektrike, duke inkurajuar përdorimin dhe ndarjen e automjeteve elektrike. Ftoi përfaqësuesit e kompanisë të bëjnë një prezantim të shkurtër dhe të na njoftojnë.
I would like to invite the representatives of the company to briefly present the project and the idea.
Thank you. So, as you see on the first slide, we have already around 100 pure electric vehicles in Skopje. So the cars are ready for the project, and we hope there's going to be many more soon. Let me give you just a short presentation, maybe a few words about how this project is developed and how it works, and what plans do we have for the near future. So Avantugo 100% electric car sharing is service which is very simple to use. All you need is a mobile application, and this mobile application is actually key for each cars which will be on the street. So through this mobile application, you simply find your available car, you book it, you unlock it, you drive the car, and when you finish the trip, you leave the car on the defined parking spot, lock the car with the mobile app, and the payment is automatically done by the credit card or some other way, which is digitalized through this mobile phone. In our existing cities and the projects, key users are from all levels of society, from individual use, company use, municipality use level, state level. Many public administration companies are using it. So Avantcar, who developed this project, the mission is to improve the quality of life by creating sustainable mobility solutions. So we are all the time checking the new technologies and developing product in order to bring to the community as clean as possible, simple and efficient and accessible way of mobility. Avantcar is on the market already more than 21 years. At the moment in 4 countries, as I already mentioned, and spreading its ideas and the projects across the Europe within the next years. Key services are electric cars, which we use through car sharing project, as well as full service leasing for many of the companies, which have already lots of electric cars in Slovenia, let's say, classic rental, etc. So this year, with these services, we will reach around 42 million euro of turnover, 130 employees, and fleet size of more than 3,500 vehicles. We are regional pioneer in e-mobility. As I already mentioned, over more than 1,000 electric vehicles which we have in our programs, and we did more than 20 million zero-emission kilometers already, so we gained lots of experience out of that. We developed our own technology, which is now used in 4 different countries. All the knowledge is based at home, so all the programmers, developers, and digital solutions, and so we can easily control growth and support all demands. Avantugo service, as I already mentioned, is a kind of 24/7 self-service. So anytime you need transport, you just jump into the car and make a trip. It's 100% app-based, and there are all just electric vehicles. No other costs, so you pay per minute and kilometer. All the other costs from insurance, maintenance, etc., fuel are already included. Parking is always available, so you don't need to pay for parking. You don't need to search for parking. You just find the location where you wanna, which is closer to your targeted place, and you drop down car there. We started with a pilot in Ljubljana when Ljubljana was European Green Capital in 2016, and at the moment car sharing in Ljubljana is part of public transport, where many families sold their even first cars, and lots of companies and municipality and also all ministries, banks, etc. They are using it for daily need and reducing the fleet of the cars. What brings to the city many more free parking spaces and for sure less pollution and lower costs for the users. In the Europe, in 23 there was research, and Ljubljana car sharing was among top 3 solutions in the Europe. With Amsterdam and Copenhagen, we reached 100% of points as friendly and the best technology-based solution. Today, Avant2Go is already in 8 cities, 3 countries, 2 countries in preparation. One of them, as we already mentioned, Skopje. We have 600 electric vehicles just in sharing, many locations, many charging points, more than 700 companies use it, more than 60,000 registered users, and as I mentioned, we did already more than 20 million electric kilometers. In the fleet, we have modern, quality, developed electric vehicles, which you will be able to see soon in Skopje, from smaller smart to Teslas, and as well commercial vans, which helps people to deliver some parts they need for their physical demand. Yeah. So benefits for car sharing, we can say that statistically there are between 10 and 20 cars replaced with one sharing car in the world at the moment. What means that once many people use car sharing and they're selling their cars, there are every day more and more available parking spaces, which then can be transformed into some green parts of the city or some other beneficial objects. So, and now let's go to our vision regarding Skopje. So, as already mentioned, we have now around 100 electric vehicles already here. We plan to start with the first phase with the 40 locations, and that means 100 vehicles. We expect that it will replace, when fully in use, around 1,500 personally owned cars in the city, with lots of saved CO2 emission and pollution, and much more friendly and convenient than owning a car. So you don't need to take care about registration, about maintenance, about parking space, about the fuel. Everything is done by the service. And after this pilot project, phase 1, then the goal would be in 5 years to reach 1,000 plus EV cars, what hopefully will replace around 5,000 personal owned cars. So 15,000 personal owned cars. That means 15,000 less demand for parking spaces in city, and lots of kilometers driven by electric energy, which won't pollute air in Skopje. With once we reach this point, we hope that this service will be fully integrated with the city multimodal mobility services, with the public transport and some other ways of transportation. The technology is developing very fast, and what is the most important is that the transport is clean and very simple and efficient for end users. For the pilot phase, you can see on the map starting locations. So step by step through the years, density of these locations should be in the way that, let's say, at least 300 to 500 meters will be one location. So wherever you are, you need maybe 100-200 meters to go to the left or the right and to find your car. That means that then you won't have any really excuse, or we won't have that we need own cars or more cars in the family, because nearest location will be just minute away. So timeline regarding that, we plan in February to have a test phase and adaptation for city of Skopje, and official opening in February, March. We will have pilot phase with companies, B2B, some government, municipality users, to test the solution and to prove the benefits, as you already said before, and start of registration for public users. So with March 25, full service can start. That's from my side, and I'm open for any question.
Thank you for the whole information, beautiful informations. We will continue with the last part. Продолжуваме со последниот дел од.
Now we'll continue with the last part of today's event. We have two ministries which are engaged in supporting these innovative activities. We are sending a message that each foreign investment which will bring well-being will be supported by them. The implementation of such mobility system will help the citizens to have cleaner air and reducing the number of vehicles, as the First Deputy Prime Minister said. The world statistics show that one shared car replaces 10 other privately owned vehicles. This only confirms the commitment of the two ministries for the implementation of such innovative projects.
Во Скопје и која ќе донесе добробит на граѓаните, ќе добие нивната поддршка. Имплементацијата на ваков систем на превоз им помага на градовите да постигнат подобар квалитет на воздухот и намалување на бројот на автомобили низ улиците. Како веќе испомна и вице-премиерот, за еден пример статистички, пример од светската статистика, зборува дека за еден заеднички автомобил заменува околу 10 автомобили во приватната собственост. Ви благодарам за присуството и веќе сме отворени за прашања за новинарите, но
Now we are open for questions from the media, but we will need to leave this hall very soon, so we are limited with time. I apologize for this. Just a brief question to the minister or the owner of the company. How much will the renting of these cars cost, and how will this happen in the forthcoming period, since this is a new opportunity and the citizens are not sufficiently informed? Briefly to the company's management. And Minister Božinovska, what are your expectations when it comes to this project? Do you expect that the citizens will be maintained, and will this contribute to the reducing of pollution of the air? What will happen in the next period? Both the minister and the owner?
Pricing will be presented in February before we launch. We let's say you can expect like one trip will be something from 3 to 6 euro in average minimum trip. So let's say transport from here to the airport, it could be something between 10 and 15 euros. So from the city center to the airport. Whole investment till the full phase 2030, we expect to be around 30 million in this project, and step by step we will then as well develop the services around this basic car sharing service.
Thank you very much.
If there are other questions, my question for Minister Medjidi. This is a political question. Mr. Medjidi, have you located Mr. Grubi, and is it true that he is Albania? And if yes, who is helping him in Albania?
So the cost of sharing wherever we provide this service is lower than taxi. Always it's lower than taxi, but it's not in competition with taxi. Actually, taxi and car sharing together are competitors to ownership of the car. So what is happening when people see that they don't need 2 or 3 cars in the family, they sold their cars and they start using car sharing and more taxi trips, taxi transport, and as well public transport, because the combination of these 3 is then replacing own car. Yeah? So, but in general, the cost of sharing is lower, because you can have it 1 hour, half an hour, 2 hours. You can stop to at the shop, etc. It's a bit different type of the service.
Министерке, повелете и вие.
Minister, can we hear the answer from the citizen? To us, it is very important that this will be used regarding the chargers. Only Ivana has chargers, and it is very important that the energy in these chargers will be from renewable resources. This is very important to us, and the app will be used if you're going to an airport and you're traveling to Ljubljana or Zagreb. Using the same application, the same vehicles can be used there. To us, it is important to will speak with the rector of the university. Beside these 3 pilot projects and municipalities, there will be more for the universities, so that the students can use them and to reduce pollution. Thank you, Minister. I think that the government has done what needed to be done. No one is above the law when speaking of politics, and the matter of Grubi is closed. Now the justice should deal with this issue. Thank you, Mr. Medjidi.
Се враќа правната држава.
We are restoring the legal state and the trust in the institutions. This is our message, and it is up to the Ministry of the Interior or the judiciary and the prosecution to deal with the case of Grubi and the others. Thank you very much. Thank you for your presentation. I would like to thank the members of the media, and now we're closing today's event.
Посакуваме успех понатака.